Hey folks, welcome to Old Ass Movie Reviews, or today what we'll call it is Old Ass Reviews, because it is another Coastal Wrestling Federation show from me, Scott, and David above. So, wow, this time was different for us, and it was very different because we weren't there. We were not able to make the trek over to Crestview for the show this weekend, and it was, we streamed it. Had a little bit of technical difficulties and we had trouble hearing some things, but we want to report on this show because it was a killer show.
It was. I really do wish you could have been there on that one.
I do. I'm watching that. It's like, my God, I wish I'd have been there. And it's funny. I saw familiar faces. So props to the people who made the trek. I really wish I would have, but I wouldn't have wanted to drive home. Anyway.
3-hour drive there and back would have killed me.
Yeah. So folks, as you know, when we talk about wrestling, this is a local promotion in Northwest Florida called Coastal Wrestling Federation. They put on a monthly show, and they're just getting bigger. They're starting to pull in stars from Ohio Valley, like Ellie and Orion, and they do come from Ohio, right? Yes. OVW.
Ellie does.
Believe. Ellie does. I'm not sure about Orion.
So Orion does also.
Yeah, and I may have misspoken, so forgive me, folks. I'm still trying to figure out everybody and what they're doing and where their roles are as they come through our little neck of the woods. And
don't body slam us just because we got it wrong.
It's hard to catch up when So he'll probably. I do not want to be. I'm sorry. What?
I said, body slam Scott. Don't body slam me. I'm sorry.
No, I do not want to be body slammed by Orion, the Vision, with his blindfold. No. Got a cool look, Orion. Definitely. Anyway, so this event started off with a quick warm-up match with our wonderful favorite referee, Jay Blanchard.
Blanchard in the ring.
Taking on Alexander, and I tried to listen to what Donnie said. Mutunda, I think, might have been his name.
I wasn't sure if it was Mutunda or Rukunda.
Something like that. And I apologize, Alexander, if I have butchered it.
Blacked out whenever we were.
Yes, we were having a lot of issues there. But anyway, good warm-up match. Jay won.
He's just getting better, that kid.
That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. I like to see when, you see somebody, it's like, oh, he's just the ref. It's like, wait a minute. No, he's in the ring. And now he's getting better. And we're starting to see that with a lot of these people that we've been seeing for over a year now on that. So, what's a wrestling show without all kinds of run-ins, interruptions, and shenanigans? I will say, out of the shows that we have been to over the past year, this is the most shenanigan run-in filled beat downs that I have seen the CWF put on as they develop these two factions, the Enterprise and Dark Arts.
Oh my God.
What in the hell, man? Every match.
And I figured out what's happened to Jack and Flo.
Okay, so hold on. Before you say that, let's just put this out here. Two of the stars, Jack McGuire was scheduled to wrestle and Justin Flo were scheduled to wrestle, but they not miraculously, but somehow disappeared. They can't be found. There was announced that Flo was gone and couldn't be found, but Jack was supposed to fight that night, and he didn't come out. He didn't come out when his music played. So what do you think?
I think the Dark Arts guys got them also.
I agree.
You and I were talking about, now, how do you make Jack into a bad guy? That's how. Just like they did Soko, which I think Soko is going to break his mind warp or whatever.
It is funny, folks.
It's great. I love I love this storyline.
And we're all over the place as far as the order of things that went down. But Soko was kidnapped, and as Donnie had said, chloroformed and kidnapped. And he came back, and he was acting. This was good. This was great. There was some great storytelling going on that night. He was acting a little out of sorts, just kind of like, I don't know what's going on and things like that. But I was waiting, and you knew the heel turn was going to come. And when he turned on Marshall Briggs. That was good. Yeah, but it showed that he had been taken by the Dark Arts faction and brainwashed.
Brainwashed.
So Flo and Jack McGuire might be next on. I don't know what the dark arts are doing. They're like reprogramming people. This is awesome. But who does that leave? Who does that leave for the Enterprise? Who does that leave in the Enterprise? We're a little lopsided. It feels like
Mason is a neutral guy, but then Orion,
Mason is
Well, Orion started messing with Mason, so that might be the one that they really build up. Because I'd like to see Mason and him fight, because they have two completely different ways of fighting. Some of the crap that Orion does that works really well on guys his size and a little bit smaller ain't going to work on a guy the size of Mason. He's going to try and do some of that stuff, and Mason's just going to bounce him with an arm,
As we tend to see with Mason, he's kind of a, I don't know what the style is. He's just a brute. The Southern brute.
And I love the stuff he's not fancy. He is literally old school, big time wrestling. And I love it. I love that about his character. And he seems like a nice enough guy too, but he's a brute. He's just a big corn-fed boy.
So I want to talk at the beginning. Speaking of Chris Mason, he came out to cut a promo and was immediately interrupted pretty much by Orion. And this was hilarious. I love that Orion is now catching so much heat. He can't say a freaking word. Every time the mic gets up to his mouth, the crowd is screaming until he's so damn frustrated. It was really good. But guess what happens? Colt Mason jumps in.
Out of nowhere.
Colt Manson jumps in on Chris Mason. Yeah. We had some technical difficulties on this. The screen came back and I see frat daddy Bryce Cannon out there. Yeah. And it just goes, this is what was interesting. What's his name? Bryce Cannon, frat daddy, had said that the CWF doesn't deserve a champion like Jack McGuire, not somebody like Orion. Right, so we're setting all this up, and later on, folks, Jack McGuire doesn't even show. His music plays, and there's crickets.
Nobody.
It's crickets.
I like how the shark came out, though.
Yes,
that was pretty cool. Cruz Rivera came running out, like, I'll fight you. That boy, he's hungry.
Oh yeah, later on, yes, later on at the end for the main event. At the main event, which we'll get to. The first match of the night was actually a triple threat. Here we ended up with Desmond Tebow, Johnny Romano, and Jet Danger. Yeah. We talked about this before with Johnny Romano and Desmond Tebow as the Retro Rebels. Retro Rebels. Yeah. See what you did. And how they were friends, but this match started to show a lot of cracks in that friendship. So mad props to you two. You showed it. And well, Johnny Romano retains and keeps the title in this match. Yep.
I'd like to see, now I'm to the point where I want to see Jet Danger get in there more.
He's coming. He's coming.
I think something big's going to happen with him pretty soon.
Well, after the Enterprise kind of imploded or exploded with Flo changing to face and everything, and the Marshall screwing over everybody. Right. I mean, I kind of left Jet in the lurch. We haven't seen Hunter Hendricks in forever, so I don't even know
before all that started falling apart.
He did. So
wrestling, but I forgot where I've seen him.
Yeah, I don't know where he's at, but that leaves Jet doesn't have anybody really. Maybe Flo.
It'd be fun to see him and Mason team up somehow, because it would be so
Sure, it works.
It would be so unusual, like to see. Let's say Mason gets attacked or something in the ring, and all of a sudden the only guy running out there is Jet.
It's Danger. Like having a little spider, like your own personal spider monkey.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, Jet.
The way he flies around on the ropes.
Yeah, exactly.
Mason doesn't do that, and he does. No. That would be I would like to see that. Something like that.
It could prove interesting. Jet is fun to watch.
Be like the big dog with the little yappy dog.
Yes.
Saying, hey boss, hey boss. It could work. Yeah, that kind of thing could work. It'd work well.
Right. After that, we had knockout Nathan Sims versus Dirk Darkson of the Dark Arts.
Yep.
Darkson attacks the ref, getting disqualified, ending the match, but he continues to beat down Sims, which here comes Rob Ocho. So this is, seeing Ocho used to be part of Enterprise. Now he's kind of more of a face. He's more working with, but Sims did too, man. These guys are flipping and flopping. So I can't tell who's good, who's bad.
You don't even know who the good guys are anymore, but it's
I don't know right now.
It's for your own team.
Yeah, pretty much.
There are bad guys. You go get your own.
But Rob Ocho comes out to save Sims.
Yeah. They're still a team. They're still working together good.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, so it's I'm trying to think what else we got. Ellie had a challenge that night, still an open challenge that nobody's answered. So we don't know exactly what the fine print is. Now, watching this online gave some insight with Briggs, the way he talked about Ellie. Sees there's some real beef there. There's some real animosity between these two. And boy, does that come to a head later.
I love that. I still think it should have been Rob Ocho, but it makes sense that it was Briggs.
It's great that it was Briggs. It was great that it was Briggs. So we'll just jump right to it. Ellie takes a massive choke slam from Marshall Briggs because he's had enough of her shit, to put it bluntly. And
she gave him
she had it coming.
Did she give him a kick in the groin, or she did something that just set him out? Like he wouldn't have done that had she not done what she did right before. I forgot what it was. She did something to him. And he turned around, and that's when she's like, no. And the whole crowd is just shouting, do it.
Yes, we knew it. We knew it was coming. They've been building it for a while. Because early on, even in commentary, Briggs is like, one day she's going to get what's coming to her or something like that. Yeah. Real soon. It's like he was already foreshadowing that. Laveau. Can't think of his first name. Ronan Laveau versus Rob Ocho. Laveau is a scary dude.
Yeah.
He's intense. He's really intense. And I worry about anybody who gets in the ring with the man. But Ocho won despite Ellie's interference in this match. Because what happened? Ellie interfered. Shocking. Every match had an interference. It was like, oh my God, everyone.
She'll, drop an elbow on somebody at the last minute.
And like every match, Ocho wins and then receives his payment in a beatdown from Dark Arts.
Yeah. That was good, though.
Darian Drummond and Curtis Wake. That was an interesting match. I've never seen anybody win that way. That was I got to give Darian Drummond props for what he did by getting Curtis out of the ring and himself back in long enough for Curtis to get counted out. Tricked his ass by attacking Donnie. And then it was just back and forth, and it was a cat and mouse, and it's like, well played. Never seen a match go that way.
Such a good heel. He plays Darian Drummond plays such a good heel. I love it. You got to love watching him.
Yeah,
you hate him, but you love watching him.
I want to know where they're going, and I feel for Donnie, and that's just it. I mean, y'all need to leave Donnie alone. I mean, Donnie does not deserve this.
No, he does not.
So we get to the main event on this one, and it's Orion. It's supposed to be Orion versus Jack McGuire, and guess who the special referee is? Ellie.
Because they messed up the Marshall's leg again, right?
So yes.
So he's out. So she comes on. You know what, dude? For the most part of that fight, she was actually a good ref. I was waiting,
and it's just like ridiculous. But we do get a match, even though Jack McGuire did not show up. Cruz Rivera answers the call. Poor guy's already fought once tonight. And
he's tired.
I'm going to tell you what, looking at him and looking at Orion, I will say that Cruz has has more heart than anything else, because it's like, I'm not stepping in there, but he had no problem running up in there and trying to handle business and do what's right. So
bouncing off those ropes and doing
oh my God, it was good, man.
The Sharknado.
The Sharknado DDT, a tornado DDT, but we call it the Sharknado DDT. So
yeah,
that's a cool move. And man, Donnie, you really had us going there, getting excited. That was awesome.
Yeah, no kidding. Good
so Cruz accidentally takes out Ellie with a move that was meant for Orion.
Yeah.
So that was that started a downfall. And honestly, what happens is the entire roster comes out, from Dark Arts to the Enterprise. And we've got all kinds of it's mad mass chaos, and it really culminates with Briggs putting Ellie through a nice choke slam. The only thing would have been better if there had been a table laid out there for her to go through.
Yeah,
and that would have been beautiful. What a wrap up for the show, man.
They packed so much into this show and I really do wish we could have been there, but between the drive and I was celebrating my anniversary with my wife.
Right.
By the time
it worked that we were able to,
I would have been tired.
Yeah, it worked that we were able to watch, and that's what I want to say to anybody that's stuck with us this long and listen to us just rant and rave and go on about stuff. Is if you can't make it live, if you don't live in Florida, if you just want good independent wrestling, check out Coastal Wrestling Federation on YouTube and Facebook. They stream live once a month. Big shows coming up. We get stars from Ohio Valley, TNA. People you see on TV do come through these. We have seen them. It's really awesome to see stars make their way and run through the indies. And it's really, really fun entertainment. It's ridiculous and fun. And I absolutely love it.
And you know what? It is a great watch whenever you're watching it at home, or if you watch it like the next day, even. It's fun to just sit there and watch these guys and now girls. It looks like they're going to try and bring some women in.
I hope so.
And they're so athletic. And 30 years ago, I might have jumped in the ring, but I would have been super skinny. I'd have been skinny. I would probably would have been skinnier than Jay Blanchard 30 years ago. And not nearly as muscular. But I wouldn't have had to wait to actually bounce off the ropes. I would have just went through the ropes.
Yeah.
But it's just so fun to watch and to try and figure out how they're doing it, what they're moving, how they're moving. And that's love. In person, it's not easier, but I love to watch it. I love to see like how they're grabbing the wrist locks and the shoulder holds and the,
it's a dance. It's a dance.
I think Mason got somebody in a headlock, not a headlock. He got him in a full Nelson, and he's got about ready to put the person down. I think in this at some point, I do remember that move, and I was just like, my God, when was the last time anybody saw full Nelson in wrestling? It's a simple move, and it works.
And that's just it. Not everything is all the high flying. That's what this is what's beautiful about wrestling. And I'm gonna praise it for a minute and just go off on something. There's something for everybody here. If you like high flyers, like the luchadors and stuff, they're there. If you like the grapplers that just do these moves, like Chris Mason, it's there. There's so many different wrestling styles that these athletes do that you'll gravitate to what you like. Some people like the flippy stuff. Some people like the ground and pound. Others are just like monsters. Monsters are always fun. Your giants who just destroy everything. And it's they take these personas and these styles and just make it into a character, which is great. But that's what I'm saying. There's something for everybody. Now, wrestling is not, of course, for everybody. But if you like soap operas and you like sports and athleticism, hello.
This is the thing to watch. And these guys are all very good, and they're doing nothing but getting better. Every time I see them, they're getting so much better. Poor Donnie, he needs to get some like armor plating.
He needs protection. He needs protection. Donnie needs to start he needs to become a manager to one of these wrestlers, and that way he has got his own personal bodyguard. Donnie,
that's right.
Go find you somebody.
That's a good point. Good point. Curtis Wake seems to be the good guy to have in your corner.
I think so. I think so.
He's like an honest guy right now. I like to see that. I just want to see you hit somebody with a guitar.
And that's another thing I'm going to note. I see Curtis trying to gimmick, working a different angle, trying to get in with the crowd. I like that. It's neat to see. You can see what they're trying, how they're trying to work, because the only feedback they're going to get is us yelling and stuff like that. What's going on is it, and then it's a dance that these guys have got to do. They've got to be communicating and all firing on all cylinders, or somebody's going to get seriously hurt. And that's,
you got to be aware of what's going on for sure.
It's impressive to watch the work it goes into it. Yeah. So it's definitely fun. You got anything else to add about this wonderful event?
No, just my friendly reminder to everyone: put some pads down outside the mat.
I wish they would.
God, every time I see somebody get thrown out of the mat, I'm just, the old man in me, the old father in me, just like,
I hurt myself falling on my bed. I can't take a bump onto the ground, man.
My feather pillow hurts me anymore.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
That cement, man, God. No. But other than that, no, man, watch this. It is fun. Briggs has built something very special right now, and it's getting bigger and it's getting better, and I really am curious to what this is going to look like in 10 years.
Yeah,
I'd really like to stick with it and see where it goes.
Oh, absolutely.
Nowhere but up, baby.
So very cool. So folks, if you're in the Northwest Florida area, around Milton, Pensacola, Crestview area, great indie wrestling group, Coastal Wrestling Federation, CWF. Yeah. Coastal Wrestling Federation.
You got it right.
I watch so much. I get confused. I know. I see it right there. But anyway, you can go live once a month. Cost you. They have specials. A lot of times buy one, get one tickets and everything. Front row's only $20, 2022, something like that. It's not much for front row. It's worth it. It's a small venue. You're up close. You see the action. No matter where you're at, it's a good seat. And please come, because the more people, the more fun it is, the louder it is. And it has just been getting bigger. Great crowd at Crestview. It looked like they were loud. They were engaged. It was a great show. So mad props to CWF again I couldn't be there, but hell of a show.
I miss the fact that I can't post any pictures because I didn't take any.
That is a drawback. I will definitely be taking pictures on the next one. And so, folks, if you like our show, we also review movies, TV shows, other things. Hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe, and you can catch us anywhere. Literally, almost. Anyway.
We're easy to get a hold of.
Yeah. See you next week. Thanks.